at IU as an undergraduate researcher, I study this pretty cool nematode called Christianchus pacificus, and ours are pretty cool. Depending on the environment they grow up in, they either have this narrow mouth form or the super wide mouth form, and I essentially study all aspects of this trait. Doing hands-on research, I've gained, I think, an insurmountable amount of skills. It's truly been such an amazing experience to get to be in a lab and really experience what research is like in the real world. But I also learned a lot of skills that sort of go into the intangible of how to present, how to talk to people, how to share the work that I do. People should care about research because research is everything around us. That's how we understand the world, right? That's how we understand everything from why people get smallpox to how can we launch rocket ships, right? These are the basis of a lot of our society and our understanding of the world, and funding research from the ground up like that really allows us to not only learn more and understand our own world better, but help protect the people in it.
I would say we're to be best characterized as a basic neuroscience lab. So we're trying to answer the super fundamental questions like, how do neurons communicate? Or in our specific case, how does Alzheimer's progress specifically? I think in general, research has really broadened the way I view my studies and the way that I think I might be able to apply them in the future. An interesting thing that I realized coming into research is that actually a lot of the principal investigators, the lab directors, they genuinely want to take in undergrads into the lab because they recognize the importance of having a future generation of scientists, a future generation of trailblazers to come along. So when you fund undergraduate research, it's not going to be about what they're able to produce in terms of the results. It's about starting their journey onto research, and that's why it's so important.
I started researching in the summer of 2023, and I study the composition of M-dwarf stars with Professor Zachary Maas. Prior to starting research, I didn't realize how much coding went into astronomy and exploring the universe and stuff, so that really helped, and coding is just like so valuable in any field really, so that really changed my perspective there, and it also just showed me how much we don't know, which sounds kind of negative, but it really isn't. It's like so interesting. It's like we don't know so much, but at the same time we do know so much, so it's crazy to think about. It's just really amazing that we do have this funding to teach people how to research, like the basics, fundamentals and things, and also how to think like scientists. People have a lot of questions. There's things we don't know yet, and we're working on answering those questions. People want to learn more stuff if they hear something, in astronomy or whatever field it may be, like, oh, that sounds cool, like I'm gonna look into that. And then, people learn and grow, and I just think that's really cool.
This project occurred during my freshman year, and it's studying how artificial light at night affects the immune function or immune response in the dark-eyed junco, a songbird that is a winter resident here in Bloomington. I had to handle birds, I had to know how to denet birds. I got to learn how to sample these birds, how to do their measurements, how to band them. So that was really exciting for me. I loved nature as a kid, and I just wondered, why did this happen? Why is this happening? Why do lightning bugs flash? How do birds fly and we can't fly? So any question that you think to yourself involves research. Undergraduates are the future of research. You won't have industry workers, industry researchers without undergraduate students. That is the level that you have to take. So I think funding these undergraduate students to get them skilled enough to go out into the world and do that research on a broader scale that actually impacts people is super important. They're worried enough about their future as is. What job am I going to get? What am I going to do? In order to equip them with the resources to figure that out, they have to experiment, they have to do research. But I think research as a whole is needed because it allows you to have so many skills in terms of critical thinking, project planning, responsibilities, deadlines. All the research opportunities I have done at IU have been through a scholarship, have been through a grant, have been through a program that gave me a scholarship, and only those who are really, really good at research, who are really good at project planning and hypotheses testing and all that stuff, those are the ones who are going to be able to solve the bigger problems that no one else can.